Hello, everybody. I was thinking the other day about that saying, joy to the world, the Lord has come. There hasn't been much joy lately, has there? But there has been a little bit of joy in our lives. There's been a beautiful little baby not long ago, and I was able to nurse him when he was only a few hours old. Such a beautiful little baby called Reuben. That was a bit of joy in our lives, wasn't it? And then as a family, we had another bit of joy in our family too. Lizzie, you probably know as Elizabeth, but we call her Lizzie, got herself engaged to a lovely young man, and so we were very pleased about that. And I thought to myself, the people that were glad when the Lord Jesus came into the world. That lovely little baby came in, and he said to Alison, long before he was born, "Mum, I'm coming." And she knew all about it. And she made great preparations for that dear little baby. And he had everything he needed and still has. But we think of another baby, don't we, who was born in a stable. Not much joy in that, was there? Cobwebs for curtains, straw for a carpet, animal's feeding trough to sleep in. But you know, that little baby, although he didn't have very much, he had all of Mary and Joseph's love. And I expect he felt as happy as even the most wonderful royal baby that there could be. He was well looked after, although he didn't have very much. And I thought that was joy to the world, wasn't it? And I thought of two other people that were very pleased when the Lord Jesus came. You all know about them, don't you? There were two people that used to go every day to church. One of them, an old lady, not all that old, 84. That's not old, is it? I'm 88. Anyway, she lived there because she was so keen on going to all the services and helping. And she was longing to see what she thought was the redemption of Israel. And there was an elderly gentleman, and you all know about him too, Simeon. And he was in the temple that day when Joseph and Mary came to do, it says in the Bible, to do what was the right thing for that Lord Jesus, to dedicate him. And they brought the little baby in. I wonder what Mary thought when that man came up and took the little baby out of her arms and said, "I've waited for this day for a long time, and now I don't mind departing this world because now I've seen my salvation come." I wonder what Mary thought, giving that little dear little baby into that man's arms. But he'd been waiting for ages. And then there was this old lady, not as old as I said to you, but she was there and she'd been longing for it too. And she came up and blessed the baby. That was a man and a lady, wasn't it? Came up and blessed that baby. And I thought, wasn't that joy to the world? Joy to those two people. But I thought to myself, the angels announced the birth of the Lord Jesus, didn't they? There were angels everywhere at that time. Angels singing in the heavens to the shepherds. Angels proclaiming his birth, telling Mary and Joseph what to do. But when the Lord Jesus had led his life and done all such sorts of wonderful things, they went out, all of them went out, the disciples and 300 people, I think it was. And they went up and they saw Jesus going up into heaven. And there were angels there that day too. And the angel said, "Why are you looking up into heaven? This same Jesus that you're seeing going is going to come again." And I thought, isn't that a great hope for all of us? And I think that a lot now. I think the days must be getting closer and closer. Jesus told us all the signs. When I was young, years ago, we used to sing a hymn, and I can't remember much of it. But I can remember this, and I often think of it, because we've all got our doors locked, haven't we, now? And it says some words like this: "I can almost hear his footfall at the threshold of the door, and my heart is longing to be with him evermore." Simeon and Anna thought that, didn't they? They thought that they'd arrived. But it's going to happen to us one of these days. We shall hear his footsteps at the threshold of the door, and our longing hearts will love to be with him evermore. Thank you.